At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Has this at the 6. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And the fumble recovery is made. Ooh, got the hearts racing a little earlier than they wanted. My heart's racing up here, but fortune on their side this time, partner, as they do get the ball back and are going to have their opening possession after all.
Yeah, it definitely spooks you a little bit, and you got to now make sure as an offense you settle things down. Maybe a good reminder, too, in the huddle. Hey, boys, let's make sure we take care of this football.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Oh, let's go.
First play, Fields letting it rip. This ball's caught by Pickens. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Hey, Ken. Right.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely throwing it away.
He's on the move. He has the first over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Johnson. Here we go.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. No one around. He's got space. Barrels in for the touchdown. The Steelers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
The second down throw for Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he stopped for a net loss on the return. Took the return wrong direction there. Not sure what was going on. Actually loses yards. And the Steelers will take over possession.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Escapes. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down the distance.
You got a mini base. Chip slip. Good eye.
Trying again, following the sack. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Easy. Up. Good eye.
Fields now on 3rd. That one's caught along the left sideline. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go. Right.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Just short on 3rd down. No gain on the run. And now what will they do on 4th?
Punch right. No mud. Hey, can. Right.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. He connects downfield on 4th. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. What a play on 4th down. They get the first after a gain of 27.
Hey, can. Here we go, son. EQ. Hey, can. Go.
From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
2nd down and 10. Fields. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hey, can. Don't jump. Ready?
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down. Blitz coming, Mahomes. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Putting a receiver in motion. Throw on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He fields this at the 18. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. Fields on 1st down. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, 5:51. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Into the hands of Romeo Doubs. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go. Hey, never mind, Monday. Is it all right?
Fields to throw it. Taken in by Harris. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
On the move into the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Here we go, son.
Working inside the red zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Justin Reed has the INT. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Trying for the deep ball. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Chip's clear. Out, let's go. Here we go, son. Hey, can't. Right.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That throw finds Pickens. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They are now set for 1st and 10.
Here we go. West side, sit. Go.
Fields out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Easy.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. And that drive, Brock, I'm calling that the 2-2-2. 2 plays, 2 sacks for the defense, and 2 points for him as well, thanks to that safety.
You kind of felt it building, right? That's what happens with defenses. They can feel and sense, and they get that momentum. They get the first takedown, they come right back and get that second. Now it's imperative this offense responds because you've infused that defense with a bunch of momentum.
First down throw for Fields. It's taken in by Washington. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers with a 1st and 10. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
That's right. Here we go. You got a mini base. Why not? Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers continue piling on to this lead. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Yellow.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. They give it to him again. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Steelers go to a dime set. Must be thinking pass on this 3rd down. Couple additional DBs brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He has it at the 22. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Extend. Alpha. Chips win. Easy. Right.
He's back to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. That is as efficient as an offense can be. 1 play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Harris once more. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Fields on 3rd. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on 1st. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Another carry for him. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
It's inside the 10. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, that's rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness.
Here we go, side.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Go.
staying on the ground with Harris. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Chiefs will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Chiefs have possession, and this final quarter begins with them in a massive hole. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. Give him around 3, but a very big distance to address here on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. So hold on one moment. We did have a player injured on the last play, and that's Najee Harris. In some discomfort out there. Not good.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer. This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers continue piling it on here in the 4th. George Pickens, the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tack on 7 more to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
43!
Give now to the running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Hand off to the back. Give them 3 yards, and they're just inches away on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Chiefs just want to get out of here with how this one has gone. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's the handoff. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. Now we're on the counter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Right up the gut. Finds a big lane. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Right.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Here we go.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.